Hello and good afternoon. Happy Friday to everyone. TGIF, right? Welcome to another episode of Real Pro Fridays. This is actually going to be a very special episode of Real Pro Fridays today because we have a special announcement for you that's coming up about an awesome opportunity for all of you first time homebuyers to get the education that you need. And so, first up, just want to kind of let you know what our remind you of what our mission statement is on here on Real Pro Fridays. Hopefully you can see that. Let's see if we can make it a little bit bigger. So our mission on Real Pro Fridays is to interview real estate industry pros to learn what has made them successful and to gain their insight and wisdom about all aspects of the home buying and home selling process. So you, Mr. Home Buyer, you, Mrs. Home Buyer, Mrs. Home Seller, Mr. Home Seller, can have an amazing or can enjoy an amazing home buying experience. And so today is not going to be anything different than that. And so without further ado, actually, I want to just make sure that I'll bring those up in just a second. Without further ado, I'm going to bring a very special guest on board. She's a friend of mine, friend of the family, a consummate real estate professional, very astute in her profession. She's going to come on and join me today and help me break this announcement. And so I want y'all to clap it up real quick. Clap it up. Come on, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up for none other than Kathy Austin of EXP Realty. Hello, Kathy. How you doing?
Hey, Sean, what is going on?
Everything is happening today. Today is Friday. It's looking it's liquid sunshine outside. That's what I call. That's my
Excellent.
reframe for rain. Liquid sunshine making everything grow. So we're happy here to have you on Real Pro Fridays. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I look forward to the opportunity to serve the
I know
audience.
that's right. That's what we're doing. We're serving the home buying and home selling audience. And so before we get started, tell us a little bit about who is Kathy Austin, where do you serve, and what's your specialty?
Absolutely. So that would take all day to talk about myself,
I
but I'm
know
going to give
that's
you the
I know that's
expedited
right.
version.
Yeah, give us the expedited version. Okay.
Absolutely. So, who I am actually, we're military family, right? So, I am
Nice.
a licensed real estate broker, been in the industry for 19 years. I do both residential and commercial real estate, and I service multiple states just because we are an active duty military family that continue to rotate through the area. So, I'm licensed and serve Maryland, DC, Virginia. I also serve South Carolina, Georgia, and Florida. Now, I do
Nice.
have one state in between on the East Coast, so I'm that East Coast realtor, right?
Right.
One state in between, which is North Carolina, which I am in the process of getting my license there in North Carolina, and also Alabama, right? Um,
Nice.
yeah, so I love it because there's no limits, right? So even though I understand the market, I am lived in all of these areas, right? As a military personnel, we rotated probably 13 to 14 times. So I know this
Wow.
process in and out.
Right,
And
right.
so I continue to actively serve my markets, actively serving my clients, and I love what I do.
Nice. I can see. Look at you smile through the whole process. That's good. That's fantastic. So it's awesome to have real estate professionals like yourself in the community whose really heart is to serve, and you bring a wealth of knowledge to the real estate industry. So kudos for you. How long have you been doing this?
19 years, 19 years,
19
but
years and
leadership,
counting.
absolutely still going. You know, when we had that little hiccup in 2007, 2008 when the
Yes.
market crashed, I survived the crash. I'm still here.
Outstanding.
Still,
Outstanding. Glad you did. That's actually when I started. I started in the middle of the crash. I wish somebody would have warned me and say, Sean, don't wait yet. Wait.
yeah, wait, just wait
But I
one
was
more
able
month.
I was able to survive the storm and just kind of develop a servant's heart towards home ownership and the home buying experience, right? It's a relationship business. When you're in relationship with people, you don't hurt them, right? Generally, that's the
Absolutely.
idea, right? Awesome.
That
So
is
we
that
got
is the idea.
outstanding. So we got an awesome announcement today. And so we're going to be starting our brand new series. Our brand new series. It's a first time home buyer series. So if you have out there and you've been thinking about buying a home, you can spell the word home, but you don't have your own. We want you to join us on April the 21st at 2 o'clock. We're going to kick off. Let's hear it. Destination home ownership, first things first. Wow, we're going to start from the very beginning, the very beginning. And if you want to get caught up, we talked about some of that on our previous first quarter series, Destination Home Ownership. It's actually called Home Ownership Readiness. I have no idea, where we talked about the first, the 4 C's of lending. And if you want to get caught up to speed, you can actually go to my Facebook page and look for this advertisement. It aired actually on March the 17th at 2 p.m. and it goes into the 4 C's of lending, which are capacity. Do you have the capacity to bring on new debt? Capital. What does your capital structure looks like? What are your savings, your checking account, your investments, those kind of things? Credit. What is your credit? What condition is your credit in right now? Are you A1 credit, or do you need some help? And then rounding it out, collateral. Is that collateral sufficient to support the loan or to secure the loan that you're trying to get? Is there some deficiencies, some issues, some areas that you need to be aware of in your collateral? So we talk about that during this session. And then coming up on our series, we're going to get into it a little bit more as well. And so I had Kathy join me because Kathy, not only is she a real estate professional, she's also a real estate teacher. She teaches
Yes.
other agents and how to do the business right. She teaches her home buyers. She teaches her sellers. And I wanted someone who has that heart to come and join me on the show to talk to us a little bit about what you're going to be talking about on April the 21st.
Absolutely. Thank you, Sean. And first, before I go there, I love how you are actually taking your time with this. You're leading them one step at a time to home destination, which is great because that's truly what this home buyers seminar is going to be about. It's a journey. And in
Yes.
this journey, we like to help to walk. It's almost like GPS. You plug in where you want to go, destination home, right?
Right.
Because we're
Right.
calling this, what are we calling this? Destination ownership,
Home
first things
ownership,
first.
first things first. First things
Right.
first. That's right.
So it's a destination, and you're taking this journey, and we're going to line by line, precept upon precept, we're going to help to lead you there safely and securely so that you can actually reach your destination there. So what we're going to be talking about here in the home buyer seminar, we're going to talk about your purchasing ability. I know Sean has probably already shared some of those things in some of the previous Friday sessions that he had with you, but we're going to talk about your purchasing ability. We're going to talk about that needs analysis.
Nice.
What are you looking for? We're going to talk about the timeline, your timeline. Just like right now, there are a lot of buyers in this market, a highly competitive market. You definitely want to purchase a home, but the time may not be right now, right? So we're going
Right.
to talk about strategies for that. And even if the time is now, we're going to talk about strategies, success strategies. We're going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages. We're going to talk about maintenance, how to maintain once you get into the home. So we're going to
Nice.
lay it out. It's not just, okay, you get the home and now we're gone, bye, transaction is over. We're going to continue to be along with you on this whole journey. We follow up with you after you buy the home. What's next, right?
Yes.
So I
Absolutely.
am looking so forward to being able to connect and being able
Yes.
to empower and being able to assist however I can with the instruction, helping you to get to your destination, which is home ownership. First time home buyers, second time home buyers, vacation home, whatever it is,
Move
even
up,
though
move down. That's right.
there
That's
you go,
exactly.
step up, step down. So I'm looking so forward to it. I think it's going to be a great course.
Absolutely. Thank you for that. And so what we've done, we've laid this out into 3 sessions because we didn't want to slight you at all. So we've broken down the home buying series into 3 sections. So the first section on the lending side, we're going to be talking about renting versus buying. We'll have some analysis and you'll be able to show you what it looks, the impact of the rent that you've been paying. So bring your cell phone and have your calculator open on your cell phone. So we're going to do some manual calculations so we can determine wait a minute, I've been making this landlord rich. There's nothing wrong with it if you need that step But we're going to talk about the impact of doing that. And if you had this information beforehand, maybe moving back with friends or family might have been a good idea so that you can take the rent that you were paying and then go ahead and save that over time. And so we're going to kind of take a look at that. We're going to talk about who's on your team. Who are the players in the home buying process? Of course, you have two of them right here, but there are other players that come alongside both of us that work with us as a team to help you achieve your goal and your dream of home ownership. We're going to give another overview of the 4 C's of lending. We're not going to take a deeper dive because on March the 17th, as well as on February the 17th, we took a deep dive in the 4 C's of lending. So we're going to overview that as well. Pre-qualification versus pre-approval. So there are a lot of misconceptions about which is which and which one is more powerful than the other and which one actually leads to the next step and which one is just kind of a guess. So we're going to break that down and give you some confirmation. What documentation is involved? Are you a VA buyer or do you live in an area where USDA is eligible? Are you a USDA buyer? Are you a FHA or conventional buyer? There's different documentation that goes along with each one of those loan programs. We're going to talk about the documentation. Two pre-approval levels. So there's two. One at the the LO level or the loan officer level, and then the other is the underwriter, right? Which one should you be going for, and which one is the strongest? We're going to talk about that, and then we're going to round out with the do's and don'ts. So once you get that pre-approval letter and you're out there with Kathy looking for your home, we're going to talk about some do's and don'ts, the things that you do want to do and some things you don't want to do. Believe me, I have some stories to tell you, and I'll share one of them on the 21st, right? And then we'll dive in and just kind of overview FHA, VA, USDA, and conventional loans. We'll talk about those. And then our second session is going to come up in May. The third Thursday in May. We'll make that announcement later on, what date that's going to be. And then we're going to take a deep dive into FHA. What does it take to get an FHA loan? What are the criteria? What are the lockout periods if you have a life event like foreclosure, bankruptcy, deed in lieu of foreclosure, short sale, things like that? Tax liens. How does that affect your purchase as well? And we're going to break down the VA loans. And then the third quarter, we're going to get into finishing up the loan programs, and we're going to get into down payment assistance. What down payment assistance is available in Maryland, DC, Virginia, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida? What's available in those areas to help you become a homeowner? And then we're going to finish that process up in June. We're talking about the closing process. Who are the players on that closing side? What is involved in your closing costs, and what are the timelines you should be receiving certain documentation from your lender? Who's responsible for putting what fees together so that you can understand the closing costs? So it's really meant to be comprehensive. And so if you have questions, we invite you right now. I'm going to show a link in just a minute where you can go and register for this. You want to register because there are some freebies that we're going to be giving away. There's some freebies we're going to give away. And starting on our side, everyone who registers in advance and shows and attend and desire to do business with myself and New American Funding, we're going to say thank you by giving you a free appraisal, right? We're going to cover the cost for your appraisal. The way that works is you'll pay for it up front, and then we'll see a credit on your closing costs for the exact amount, so you'll get that money back, right? And then Kathy wanted to talk
Absolutely.
about some things that she is going to bless you with as well. Kathy?
Yeah, so for me, for anyone that registers upfront and uses my service, what I'm going to do is I'm going to also give you a credit either for your home inspection, or I'm going to
What?
provide you with a 1 year home warranty
I
once
want
you
one.
close. Hey, I know, right? So that is going to be some great gifts that are set aside for you, but make sure you register when Sean drops this link. Go ahead and register to reserve your space in the class, and just know that the sessions, they're going to be interactive. You will be able to ask questions, drop your questions in the chat, and we'll be able to respond, because we want to make sure that we are assisting you, giving you the information that's going to help take you to that next level there, which ultimately is homeownership there. So I am
Absolutely.
looking so forward to it. And Sean, I just wanted to say that if I wasn't in this class, I would get, if I wasn't helping participate with this seminar, I would register for this class like right
Absolutely.
now, because it's going to be a lot of
Power pack.
valuable nuggets,
Absolutely.
a lot of valuable that we didn't even discuss here, that they're going to be dropped, and we want to make sure that you have access to that, and that you're able to make a strategic move in this highly competitive market.
Absolutely. Awesome, Kathy. Thank you so much for that. What you're seeing on the screen, everyone, is my Facebook page, right? So when you pull up Sean Wilson, you'll see that's my family there. I'm a family guy. And that's me. So you want to search for Sean Wilson. And then when you get there, this is the registration link right here. This is the registration link. It's also, if you look me up on LinkedIn, you look me up on Twitter, you look me up on YouTube, and search for From Dream to Reality Live on any of those platforms, you'll be able to see this same registration. So you want to click that registration page, that link right there. I pinned it to the top of my page, so you don't have to search for it. It'll be right there when you go to my Facebook page. Once you click that link, you're going to be taken to this screen right here. This screen is going to give you a little bit more overview of what we're going to be talking about. Our mission statement there is at the top. That's the date at the top. And then these are, you can save these links. This is where you can watch them live, and then fill out this information. We want to know where to send our free gifts. There's some additional gifts. I have about 15 in addition to the free appraisal. I have about 15 tools that I want to give you. If you've ever pulled your credit report and you say, wait a minute, where does this come from? And don't know how to get rid of it, I have a tool. It's called a red flag credit report red flag tool. So what it does is you pull up your credit report from TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, and you lay it out beside this tool, and you go through the checklist that I give you. At the end of it, it's going to help you understand what needs to take place so you can fix your own credit and get those things taken care of for yourself. All right. And then I'm here to coach you through the process as well with all of those tools. I have an awesome family budget I'm going to be giving you. You can put all of your debt in there, your monthly expenses, the things that are one time, you put all that in, put all your household income in there, and you can kind of track your daily budget. I'm going to give you one of those. I'm going to give you a debt elimination tool so that you can track all of your debt, the balances, the interest rate, the monthly payments, when they're due, who is the company, and be able to structure your payments so that you can start paying that debt down, which is also going to reduce your debt to income ratio, which we'll go into more during the seminar. So it's going to be power pack event of the year. So awesome. Any
Love
thoughts,
it.
Kathy, that you had?
No, I love it. I love this. I'm super excited about it. I just want you to go ahead and register right now.
Right
Click on that
now.
link. Go to the Facebook page right now. Reserve space there, and let's help you to meet and get to your destination quickly and strategically. I love it.
Absolutely.
Thank
So
you
you
so
could
much.
take a screenshot of that. Take a screenshot of that. I'm gonna leave that up. This is being recorded, so that'll be there. I'm also going to put up there is a QR code that you can also use to make it a little bit easier. So there's a QR code right there. I'm gonna leave that up for a few minutes. So if you scan that QR code, or you go to my Facebook page, that same QR code is there. You can scan that, and it'll take you to the same place to register. So awesome. So thank you so much, Kathy. I really appreciate you taking the time to join me today on Real Pro Fridays and our special announcement of our Destination Home Ownership First Things First Time Home Buyer series coming up on April the 21st, Thursday at 2 p.m. And so with that, I'm going to give you back the rest of your day. Thank you so much, Kathy, for coming out,
Thank
and
you.
you have a fantastic rest of your day.
All right. Thank you. You have a good one.